I came as a camper as an 8th grader, confirmation camp, and that was really the first time I really established a relationship with God and people around me. It really did change my life. So I spent every summer since then, in high school and college, being at camp, and I have awesome friendships, and obviously I met Nate at camp, so we have 3 children and are happy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and they love camp.
They do love camp, yeah.
I think Camp Pioneer for me was the place where my faith became real. It became personal. I grew up in the church. I knew all the right things to say. I knew about God, and I knew about a relationship with Him, but it became real at camp. That's when it became mine. It wasn't my parents' faith anymore. It was, I owned it, and that's the place where I began to be, or feel called into ministry. So it's still having an impact on my life.
Yeah, it was kind of the training ground for us. A lot of the things that we do even today in ministry are grounded in sitting at the craft table and talking to kids and relating to them and asking them about their lives, and that came directly from camp, and we learned all of that there.
I think a lot of my methodology as a pastor is, if I could be camp counselor, pastor guy, if camp could be true in a church, what would that look like? It'd be informal, it would be genuine, it would be highly relational, with lots of fellowship, focused on Jesus, but not real rigid. So a lot of how I think we operate as a church has a lot of camp running through my mind. So yeah, it's still having an impact today.
I would say that our kids have, ever since we've been here in Buffalo, they've grown up at camp, basically. Yeah. They want to go to every event. Jenna has told me that she is going to be a camp counselor. But it's the place where they've experienced God, they've made friends, Christian friends, and they've had a little independence in that. And they've had some good mentors. They look up to their counselors and the people who they're with, and they love it. And it really has been an important place of influence for them. What would you say?
Yeah, as parents, you hope your kids look up to you as models and mentors in the faith, and I think we are, but it's just, you're looking for other people to be those role models too. And what better examples than the camp staff? So the camp counselors who take the time and spend time with our kids, and for our kids and the kids of the church to see, college-age kids who love Jesus, and some of them going into ministry, some of them going into other honorable professions, and they love the Lord. We want our kids to be exposed to that and see that that's real, and it's not just Dad who's the pastor talking about it, but that it's real. And so for them to be exposed to other mentors, other discipling agents to Tom Heusler, for them to be exposed to people like you, that's everything. I think my favorite moment happened every week when the various kids camps would come in, and then the Agape camp. It was special camp back in the day when we were working there. But initially in the week, there was some hesitation to get involved with the Agape campers, and there was a little bit of fear there from the other camps. But then by day 2 of that week, it was the kids are hanging out. Some of the Agape campers are playing soccer with the kids, and just to see those who need help being helped, to see the kids kind of get it, and just to see that come together. That was a great moment each week, to see a kid walking an Agape camper down to lunch, or in chapel to be sitting next to and singing. That was good every week.
Mine would be, I love the friendship circles, just all the kids singing as loud as they could, and just the relationships that were formed, and I still love when the camp staff sings the benediction at the end, and I love that moment. It's a good moment of unity and just a good ending to camp. So, love
that. I think it's an incredible blessing for us as a congregation to be able to partner with camp, with some of our staffing. We've partnered with camp, and it's just nice that it's 25 minutes down the road. And I think it's one of the great partnerships we have in ministry here at St. John's is with camp. And hopefully with Brian having worked here for the past 8 months, that will pave the way to even more ministry we can do together. But that was one of the real positives about us coming here, was knowing we had the opportunity to work with camp. It's part of our story, it's part of our ministry, it's our background, and just that larger partnership in ministry we have. It's a blessing.
That's good.
Awesome.